My name's Kyle Priestley. I'm with Priestley Management Company. I'm the Coastal Division President, so I run our Wilmington office. And
Hi, I am Terri Allen. I am the Director of Customer Experience and Change Management for Spectrum Association Management and Jellybird HOA.
Hey, my name is Nathan Dickson. I'm one of the owners of HOA Alabama.
My name is Jason Delgado. I'm with Rise Association Management Group. I'm the CEO and co-founder. I've been doing this for about 20 years now, and it's incredible to see how far the industry's come in the last 20 years.
So before CPI Plus, I think some of our biggest challenges was just and pain points was time constraints. So, there's only 730 hours in a month. That's so many hours that you can work in a day. There just was not enough time to get everything done.
My gosh, everything was so linear and it was so cumbersome, I think is the best way to put it. It took a long time to do simple things at a high level, and it took a lot of precise engineering to be able to set up systems, and only for things to change and us to suddenly have to re-engineer everything.
Before using CPI Plus, one of the biggest pain points for us was in the invoice ingestion process. Another pain point for us before CPI was in reconciling bank transactions.
So I'm heavily involved in the management departments, and so the board packet and the management reports have been a huge time saving for me. Personally, I still go to some board meetings and still generate the management reports. So it's really been a huge asset for our team and myself personally. Also made a difference not only for me, but for our clients too, because they're getting the information they need quicker and it's easier to analyze. So, right now we can, generate a board packet and we can use CPI to analyze that information where, previously we were actually having to read documents. Now, we're using CPI and it provides all the information you need in a summary where, you can read that summary, and then instead of having to, pull pages and pages of data, it's a game changer.
The biggest feature with the CPI Plus is the violation module and the efficiency that it's providing our team when going out to look for violations and taking a photo by it identifying what those violations are automatically without having the team decide what they are.
Initially, I'd say it was the invoice processing, because we saw how fast we could turn something that is such a huge part of our business into an area that would create raving fans from our customers and from our vendors. But then that was before the budget module came out, and we saw that it wasn't just a predictive tool or forecasting tool. It was actually something that would take tons of data, provide a really detailed analysis as to how to arrive at this information, and then it will pull in data like from the news. And it pulled in a press release I saw from the city of Houston that says, by the way, in addition to this forecast, we've also anticipated this increase based on the press release that the city of Houston published last year about the price of water. And I think that was the moment where I was like, wow, okay, this is definitely a lot more than just a predictive tool. Like, this is like having an actual actuary in our office who can help us to create true forecasts that have a lot of value.
The CPI feature that's made the biggest difference for us has been the ability to reconcile bank transactions. That really is the future, especially in your everyday recurring automated bank transactions, your utilities. Having the ability to go there and create invoices for those on a recurring basis without having to get the invoices and do the ingestion process has been a real help to us.
The CPI Plus violations module has made the biggest difference for our team with the ability of creating efficiency and finding those violations. Once a photo is taken, the team can move on and process those violations at the end of the drive.
We're in the middle of budget season, and last year we did this using macros and exports, and we have a role internally. We call him our client CFO, and that's what he does. He's a budget analyst. And he's also maybe AI's biggest critic. He absolutely was unwilling to move at the hype. And then when he came to me the other day, he said, you know what? This budget tool is actually pretty freaking amazing. That he was won over, and he told me the hours and weeks that he'd saved of pulling data and turning that into meaningful budgets. That's when we kind of knew, okay, this is more than hype. This is actual people's hours, times quality of life, improved work product. So hearing that from the biggest AI critic I know really was what convinced me that we're on to something really important.
With our invoice ingestion process, what was taking, 45 seconds to a minute in terms of getting the invoice input and then coding the invoice, now is, well under 30 seconds to do a very thorough job of just reviewing what CPI has done. So we're saving, if you multiply that over 100 associations, we're saving a ton of time with that.
Team's saving a lot of time compared to before using CPI Plus. It's tens of hours. For the board packages alone, it used to take probably 3 to 4 hours just compiling all the data again, putting it all in one place. Now it's pretty much you can kind of give it parameters on what reports you want to pull, if that makes sense. So that makes it really nice. You kind of get in the routine of what you want in those board packets, and it's just a click of a button.
The CPI Plus violation module has impacted our team by saving 20 to 25% of their time on each of the side drives.
With AP, we can easily point to at least a 50% cost savings on labor, which we've been able to repurpose onto other things that are really important for our growth and our scaling and trajectory.
Where this is going a year from now, people seeing, wow, this could really change the way we do things. This could free us up to do some things better, but to be able to do more, meaningful work that our AI agent is taking a first pass at is really it's a really encouraging thing for everybody on how we're going to be able to use it, and it's encouraged people to really start using it now, and we are seeing a lot of benefits from it now with where it is and where it continues to evolve every month.
We all live in the same ecosystem. Information lives in one place, and we can produce seamless updates and communicate back and forth with our boards and our homeowners with just a push of a button. And we're just so close, and it's so exciting to think about the crazy chaos of the 15 applications that we have used at some points in the past, and turning that into just one place where we can do it all.
If I had to describe the CPI Plus violation module in one word, it's incredible.
And we as a company, one of our goals have been to be on the cutting edge of technology. And we can truly say that CINC has been a partner in being on the cutting edge of technologies, and they always are.
The most exciting thing about CPI and CINC that I can see for us that we're starting to do now and in the real near future is integrating CINC and CPI into being a part of our business and not simply being another software that we input data into that's got a set defined function. It's doing a lot more things for us and with us that we were having to do ourselves. So it's been an exciting thing to be a part of on the front end, and really looking forward to where that's going.